red dot. Okay. Awesome. I mean, we're here. It's the full moon in Taurus in just a few hours. So that's really what I'm really making this live stream about. Okay, we're gonna wait for a few more people to get in this. But how is everyone doing tonight? All right, all right. Let's just wait for a few more people to get in this. And it's a wonderful time for finances, wonderful time for clarity, full moon clarity. We'll get into all that, but let's wait for a few more people to get in this. I mean, yeah, it's been a while since I've posted on this channel, and here I am again, really on a full moon in Taurus conjunct to my natal sun. You know, that was not planned. Okay, I swear. But that being said, let's wait for a few more people to get in here so we can break down exactly what this full moon in Taurus is going to mean for each of you guys through each of the signs and what kind of clarity you can expect to get from this clear moon, this full moon, this illuminated moon. Okay, so how is everybody doing tonight though? Let me know in the chat. And we're just gonna get everybody's rating out of 10 on a scale of 1 to 10. Scale of 1 to 10. All right, all right. Okay, we have one person in the chat. We're gonna wait for a few more people, and once 2 people get in the chat, we'll get started. There we go. Cattle Heart is in the chat. So yeah. it's a full moon in Taurus special, like it's coming up. It's not all the way yet, so I'm making this live stream the day before. This way we can break down exactly how it's gonna play out for everybody. But yeah, gonna wait just for a few more people to get in the chat, and we'll get right into it. Because I know a few people were just waiting and all that. Once we get 2 people, we'll get started. 2 to 3 people. It's very late where I'm at. How about you guys? Right now I'm in Europe, so it's not it's not quite the same time zone as where I'm used to, the US and all that. Oh, there we go. We had another person join the chat. So yeah, we're waiting just for a few more minutes for letting some people get in here before we get into this full moon in Taurus energy and explaining, what kind of clarity we're going to be looking forward to, okay, in our charts. There we go. I see the hearts. All right. Yeah. Right now, it's been a while since I've been on this channel. So I'm just like, I'm putting this live out of nowhere, and I'm just hoping for the best. So we're just going to be waiting. We're just going to be waiting for a few more people to get in this. And then we'll get right into it. All right. All right. Let's go. This is nice. Okay. All right. I think we have a good amount of people in this chat is ready to go. Okay? We have a good amount of people in this chat. Perfect amount. Okay? So, full moon in Taurus. What is Taurus? Taurus is finances. Taurus is self-worth. Taurus is our values. And I'll be breaking down in this video what the full moon means in your chart, regardless of what house it is. So if you're somebody that has Taurus placements, this is the live stream for you. If you're somebody that does not have any Taurus placements, this is the live stream still for you, because I'm going to show you what it means in your house. We're going to get into that. If you're somebody that does not even know astrology, this is the live stream for you during this time right now, because this is a very special time. Full moon is happening on November 5th. And full moons give us clarity on a certain aspect of our chart, certain aspect of the world right now. That being said, Taurus is about finances. So Taurus full moon is going to give you clarity about your finances. It's going to give you clarity about your value. It's going to give you clarity about your talents. So many people are getting in touch with those things right now. In my network, in my friend groups, okay? The other thing is that you're going to want to know what house this is in for you in your chart. So we'll talk about that in a bit. But Tauruses, okay, how are they? What are Tauruses? Like Taurus sun. If you're a Taurus sun, for instance, your life revolves around monetizing your gifts, monetizing your talents. You're literally born with a talent and meant to turn that into a career. Here's why I say that. Because Taurus represents self-worth and it represents finance, okay? So with something like the sun, which represents career, like you're meant to make some career out of your gifts. And usually Tauruses have a good money mindset. You know, they're able to monetize things. Okay. And I've seen this over and over again. Now, I myself am a Taurus sun. And literally that's been a theme of my whole life. But for those of you guys that are not Taurus, in case you didn't understand what the sun means in general, the sun is what everything revolves around in the solar system, okay? And all your planets in your chart, they're revolving around the sun, okay, at that moment of your birth. Like, so the sun is what everything revolves around. So for Taurus, like those of you that have Taurus sun especially, like this shows you what your life revolves around, and it revolves around monetizing your gifts, or like money. It revolves around self-worth, and every decision you make is about increasing your self-worth. So during this full moon, we're going to be feeling that Taurus sun energy, okay? We're going to be feeling that energy, okay? So particular for those of you guys that don't have any Taurus placements, like you're just gonna get more in touch with your values and with like what you're meant to be making money from. You're gonna be getting more clarity around like your self-worth, your talents, all that. Okay, so that's what I was basically saying early on. That being said, yeah. So Cattle Heart says First of all, I want to know how you guys are all doing in the chat. Leave a comment on a scale of 1 to 10. How are you feeling tonight? Cattle Heart says, I remember you talking about Bitcoin years ago. Yeah, I was telling everybody with the lunar returns for Bitcoin, like to buy it when it was 25,000. I was like, guys, the astrology on this looks too good. Buy this. Now Bitcoin's at $100,000 3 years later, and I was buying it. Okay. And I say that with pride because I was looking crazy back then. People were not listening to me. But so why you listen to a Taurus sun about finance? Anyways, okay. So let's talk about it. Let's talk about okay. What can you expect with this Taurus full moon? Let's go through each of the planets. All right. If you have the sun in Taurus, okay, you're going to be getting more clarity about your life purpose right now. Is going to be more clear to you what you're supposed to be focused on or what your life's supposed to be revolving around, like the sun. What you're supposed to be the center of. So you're going to be getting clear on your role in life. If you have the moon in Taurus right now, you're having a lunar return. So lunar return means that you're going to be getting more clear on your priorities, your emotional needs, what stability that you require, because the moon represents internal stability, and your family life. Your family life is going to be getting more clear. If you have Mercury in Taurus, this is going to be giving you more clarity around your ideas, your communication, your conversations with other people are going to bring clarity. You're probably going to come up with some good money making idea right now. Okay. If you have Venus in Taurus, right now your love life, your love life, baby, it's getting clear. It's getting You're getting rewarded in your love life. You're getting more self-worth. Maybe that person has been kind of not showing you your self-worth, but you start to get a glimpse of it at this time. You start to know all along, okay, this person has just been capping. They like me. Okay? They value me. That's Venus and Taurus right now. Also, Venus is money, so like it's finances as well. So your net worth is going to be increasing with Venus and Taurus. Um, if you have Mars in Taurus, and by the way, any Taurus planet or placement, this means you're a talented individual. You have some sort of talent that gives you value, okay? Or you just have a good sense of taste in life with art and with like aesthetics, which is a talent. Mars can be an athletic talent, but Mars and Taurus right now, you're getting more clear about your motives, especially what's been under the surface, because the moon is the ruler of Cancer. It's a water sign ruler, and water represents what's been under the surface, okay? And when the moon is full, it lights up the night, okay, as well. So there's so many metaphors to really think about it, illuminating something that's hidden. So Mars illuminates your under the surface motives at this time, and you're going to be getting clear about, your values, your goals, like what it is that you're meant to be pursuing. Okay. Jupiter in Taurus. If you have Jupiter in Taurus, this could be a luck of fortune. This could be, a stroke of luck, I mean. A luck of fortune. My goodness. What is this? The part of fortune? Something like that. What did I mean by that? Um, okay. If you have Jupiter and Taurus, you're going to be getting clear about your direction. You're going to be getting mentorship. You're going to be getting guidance. You're going to be like more clear about what inspires you and having more faith in like a goal or something financial. Like Jupiter is faith as well. So that's why with this kind of like clarity coming from the full moon, you'll be like seeing more clearly like what direction you should be going in, and perhaps it's going to be a specific person that leads you in a certain direction, because like Jupiter can be gurus, like either people you follow online or somebody in person, but it's like mentor energy. So next we have Saturn in Taurus, and I'll stop at Saturn, okay? Because Saturn is like, it's a slow moving planet, and anything beyond Saturn is like more generational and takes a really long time to move around. So most people like, nobody has Pluto in Taurus, you know, nobody really has Neptune in Taurus, unless you're like, I don't know, like 100 years old and you're watching this right now, you don't have some of these planets. But Saturn in Taurus, some of you guys have it. Okay, so matter of fact, I have Saturn in Taurus as well. Saturn in Taurus, the full moon is gonna be giving you results of your hard work. Okay, you're gonna be seeing the results of your hard work financially. Okay, and you're gonna be getting clarity around what's been blocking you. You're gonna be getting clarity on, you know, why you've been feeling stuck. Saturn is about delays, time, and restriction. And then the full moon is about clarity. So, guys, those are all the planets. Those are every single inner planet that you could have had in Taurus. Okay. And you want to look now in more depth, you know, what aspects are being made to Taurus in your chart, and you want to see what aspects your planets are making to understand how this full moon will play out. So send me an email with your chart details at serithelover@gmail.com for a free Taurus reading, okay? Full moon and Taurus reading. All right. And that being said, let's move on now to the houses. Because some of you guys don't have the Taurus planet, right? If you don't have a Taurus planet, this is still the live stream for you, okay? If you do have a Taurus planet, obviously this is the live stream for you. But each of us have Taurus somewhere in our chart, and this is what I'm going to talk about next. So find out which house that Taurus is in your chart for you, okay? Starting with, okay, ascendant in Taurus. So full moon is happening in your first house. All right, let's take a break real quick. See how everybody's doing in the chat. Drop in the chat, you know, how you're feeling tonight on this full moon in Taurus. How is this full moon in Taurus affecting you? Let me know in the chat right now. Okay, what's the vibe? Chubby. Chubby, what do you mean? This full moon's got you eating a lot or something? I mean, it could be because Taurus is about indulgence as well. I'm not gonna lie. It's ruled by Venus. Ruled by Venus. Been eating more? Oh man, you too. You too. So it's not just been me. It's not just been me. I must have ate like 4,000 calories the other day. I'm not even gonna lie. Actually, I ate like so much. But that being said, yeah, Taurus can make us more lazy as well. I'm not even gonna lie. But it's definitely about finance, abundance. It's definitely about indulgence as well. It has its downside traits. I hate to admit it as a Taurus sun myself. But anyways, every sign has its weaknesses. So let's start with the ascendant in Taurus. Like if you have ascendant in Taurus, this full moon is happening in your first house. So you're going to be getting clarity in terms of the things that you're focused on and that you want to do next. And usually it's going to be about some sort of goal. All right. So you want to look in your chart what like planets that Taurus makes aspects to in your chart as well, to get more clarity on what that direction is. Also, you're going to get more like clarity on your identity, your sense of self-worth, and your sense of self. self. So that's if you have the ascendant in Taurus. Next, let's talk about if you have the second house in Taurus. All right. Second house. It's like double Taurus energy right now. Are you kidding me? Did you just make a lot of money today? Did you just make a lot of money today? Because the full moon in Taurus is going to be giving you double financial clarity. Okay, those of you guys that have the second house in Taurus, you guys need to be checking, which planets are in your second house, which planets are making an aspect to this full moon in your chart. Send me an email with your birth chart details at serithelover.com. I mean, serithelover at gmail.com. Okay, just like my name on YouTube. And I will do a full moon and Taurus reading for you, all right? But we need to see what those aspects are making. Third house in Taurus. Third house is about your mind. Third house is about your communication. Okay, and Cattle Heart says, we went to a state park today to go hiking. All right. So third house in Taurus is going to be your communication, your mind. It's going to be your ideas as well. So just like Mercury in Taurus, you're going to be getting some money making ideas, but also like some creative ideas. You're going to be coming up with something solid, something that you can actually implement. You just need to take action on it at this point. And yeah, and there's gonna be some sort of under the surface idea that reveals itself, okay, for you in regards to finance, in regards to your talents, in regards to your values, um, and in regards to abundance or nice things, material things, stuff like that. So next we have the fourth house in Taurus. So look, if you have the fourth house and this full moon is happening there, this is about your home life. This is about your internal world. This is about your like private life, your private priorities, like the things that make you feel good, the things that you're emotionally invested into. So having this full moon in this house, my God, it's gonna give you clarity about, you know, who's really there for you, who you can count on for sure, stability, you know, um, is going to give you more clarity as well about investments, like what you should like be putting your money into long term. Okay, could be crypto, it could be real estate, but yeah, right now if you're thinking about investing into anything, it's a good sign, it's a good time, to make that decision or make that move forward, and just look into the next steps for investing. So if you have the fifth house in Taurus, fifth house. So fifth house is about self-expression, it's about ego, it's about being seen. Your worth is going to be seen right now, especially something under the cover, like something regarding your talents, or like you making money in some way, or like something smart that you've done is gonna like get attention right now, or something that's usually not recognized. Okay, so this is fifth house right now in Taurus, and you just want to see again what like aspects and what planets you have in that house, and what aspects are being made to those planets, or to the sign Taurus in your chart. So that's the fifth house. Now let's talk about. Okay, I have a bunch of notifications popping up on my screen. My God, is it the full moon energy causing that? Because I swear I got a notification about some money today, actually. But anyways, for real though. But anyway, sixth house in Taurus. Um, Sixth house is about your routine. Okay, sixth house is about work, it's about service. So full moon here is going to be giving you clarity about really your habits, your work life, your routine, um your diet as well. And yeah, you like to be comfortable when it comes to those things. You're very comfortable when it comes to your like to your diet and when it comes to your how you structure your day-to-day life, because you have this sign here in your sixth house, this sign Taurus. So that being said, right now the full moon is like uncovering something about those topics for you. And I feel like you're going to get a better work opportunity revealed to you. That's another thing. Generally speaking, everybody that that's here right now, you're getting some financial opportunities revealed to you, okay? So if you want to know what those are, send me your birth details to serithelover@gmail.com for a free reading on that, where we look more in depth into those aspects. I'm offering those free readings for the time being. So that being said, real quick, I'm going to catch up with the chat. So those of you guys that are in the chat right now, anyone new that's here, let us know how this full moon has been hitting you, okay? Because I see some activity in the chat right now. I see, you know, people going crazy in the chat. Okay, we have Cattle Heart, Lickleman. Um, but yeah, let us know, how has the vibes been right now? How's your financial life right now? How is your work and money opportunities treating you right now at this beautiful time? Let us know. Because I know some of you guys have been getting that financial blessing. Okay, I know I have. I'm not even gonna lie, with that full moon in Taurus right now. But yeah, and let us know. Those of you guys that are in the chat, who here has Taurus planets, and also let us know which planet you have in there. I'll tell you what this full moon is going to be doing for you, because I need to be more interactive with this. So anyone here have any Taurus planets? Oh, okay, we have Lickle Men. She has Taurus rising. He or she has Taurus rising. Okay, Taurus rising. This means that Taurus was the sign that was on the horizon at the time of your birth. That's what the rising sign means. It means if you have the sun on your rising side, that means the sun was rising. So whatever sign you have on the rising sign is like the constellation that was like rising at that time, literally on the horizon. You could look out and see that. So for you, that's really having to do with your identity. Your outlook is really having to do with your focus. And yeah, I would say ultimately your identity as well. So like full moon in Taurus is really going to be giving you clarity about your self-worth, you know, about your money situation, or, like what you want to be focused on financially. And it's also, your first house, so it's about taking action and stuff, is ruled by Mars. So it's a good time to note what you're discovering in terms of opportunities and in terms of financial like opportunities, and plan to take action on that and to start something new, okay? Because that's that first house energy. So that being said, we'll move now to the 7th through the 12th house in Taurus. So if you have the 7th house in Taurus, this is the house of relationships. So really, first house is self, 7th house is relationships, is opposite. It's about other people. So right now, I mean, you're gonna be getting your clarity around your worth in relationships. You're gonna see your pull that you have in relationships right now. Um, the other thing is you're gonna see the values of other people in your relationships and in your personal life. And it's going to be interesting and important to see like what aspects and what planets you have in that seventh house in Taurus to really get an understanding specifically about how that is going to be manifesting. So eighth house in Taurus, your your full moon transit is happening now in the eighth house, and that's having to do with transformation, and that's having to do with things that say like to stay hidden or under the surface, because eighth house is fixed water. So um, you're going to be getting clarity around. And there we go. I see Jasmine submitted her birth details. Look, okay. She sent birth details to my email for a Taurus reading. Okay. Um, eighth house, though, with this full moon, it's going to be revealing some stuff that needs to change. Okay. And the catalyst for that change is going to be something related to finances, something related to self-worth, something related to self-esteem, um, or you wanting to increase your talent in some way. So that's what I would say. And maybe a hidden under the surface talent is also being revealed as well. Really, a talent is just something that sets us apart from everyone else because we have a better way of doing it, or we have a more high quality result. And that's what Taurus is all about. It's all about quality. So ninth house in Taurus, what does this mean for the full moon? This means that you're going to be getting more clarity around your beliefs and what you believe to be true. Okay, what you believe to be true, especially when it comes to money, when it comes to self-worth, when it comes to um, priorities to a certain extent as well. My gosh, we just got a super chat of $20 from EROC7XX. Hell of a name. Hell of a name. I won't lie. That's a unique one. But I appreciate it, man. He says, keep up the good work. I appreciate your content. Let's leave a like on that. That being said, there we go. Full moon in Taurus. Unexpected finances. So, okay, ninth house in Taurus. Um, you're going to be getting clarity around your priorities, okay? What you believe to be, the most worthwhile thing to pursue. And you might have a passion that reveals itself to be a hidden talent, something that inspires you, that leads you to discovering a talent about yourself, or somebody that inspires you that you follow will actually be doing something that's your talent as well. So take action on that if you have the ninth house in Taurus, because ninth house is really about exploring things and it's about experiences. So people that don't tap into their ninth house, they never actually experience their talents in this case, because it's ninth house in Taurus that we're talking about. You need to explore a lot of different activities. That being said, yeah, we talked about Taurus rising, but like, okay, the next house, and guys, before I get to the 10th house, let me know which Taurus planets you guys have in your chart. Okay, because I know I'm not the only guy with a Taurus planet in my chart. I have the sun in Taurus and I have Saturn in Taurus. Okay, but what about you guys? Before we get into the 10th house, and I'll let you know exactly how this transit is hitting you. All right, but 10th house in Taurus. 10th house in Taurus. This is your house of career, okay? This is very special. Well, we got to be serious, okay, with you, because this is your public image house. This is about your status. This is about your professional career, your priorities in business, like, and like your goals. It's ruled by Saturn, the 10th house is. And right now, like, the full moon is revealing some sort of financial opportunity to monetize your career. Simple as that. Listen up carefully. And you want to see which planets are aspecting your 10th house and any planets that you have in your 10th house in Taurus right now, to get a better understanding of exactly, what that monetizability is. So, in order to get that clarity, go ahead and send me your birth details to my email at serithelover@gmail.com for a free Taurus reading, Taurus full moon reading. So, that being said, I'm just doing this as a special for the full moon. But that being said, the next thing is 11th house in Taurus. Oh, there we go. There we go. We have similar frequencies as Taurus in the second house, Venus in the second house as well, and Chiron. Oh boy, let's talk about this mix. So first of all, it sounds like you're either an Aries or a Pisces rising. Am I right? Okay. Or yeah, I think those two. And then maybe you have Taurus rising and that's like possible, but one of those three is the only way. So Chiron gives us a lot of ups and downs and it makes us wise. So yeah, you have, and there we go, Pisces rising. I called it. I called it, guys. I'm not saying it's my Taurus sun, but it's got to be something in my chart. Yeah, it's definitely not my Taurus sun, but I called it. It was Pisces rising. Okay. So, Chiron in Taurus or in the second house, it gives you a lot of ups and downs and a lot of wisdom around finances. So you're able to tell stories that teach wisdom to other people when it comes to money, also when it comes to your self-worth, when it comes to negotiations as well, because Taurus is ruled by Venus. And last but not least, when it comes to discovering your talents, there's a lot of things that you've done that you're not good at with Chiron in the second house. But then, Chiron in the second house, they're good at teaching. And I'm telling you guys, Taurus shows talents, okay? Because of so many reasons. Okay, Taurus represents money. And money comes from value, okay? So you can see in your chart what value that you have, and you can see, what things give you value, what characteristics give you value by looking at the second house and looking at Taurus. I'm telling you. Okay, I've given thousands of readings. Okay, pretty much. Hundreds to thousands of readings. And Taurus consistently shows talent. A lot of talented people have Taurus placements. That being said, 10th house we talked about isn't so the next house is 11th house. Okay, 11th house in Taurus. What does this full moon mean in your 11th house if you have it there? 11th house represents freedom. 11th house represents, detaching from like control, detaching from structure, or like detaching from, dependence. Okay. So these people are gonna be getting entrepreneurial ideas. You guys are gonna be getting clarity about how you can use your money to buy yourself more freedom, or how you can get more money through an opportunity that's gonna give you more freedom, and detach from, a job, or detach from some sort of like family dependency and stuff like that. And also Pluto just went direct in Aquarius. So power, resources, and like, yeah, power and resources are flowing to the collective and away from structures, away from corporations. ERC20 asks, ERC, that's funny. ERC20 is a type of cryptocurrency, really. Um, if you guys didn't know, I did a lot of crypto predictions 3 years ago with astrology, and I was telling you guys, especially on Patreon, buy Bitcoin at $25,000. Now it's at 100,000. It must be the Taurus sun in me. Yeah. Okay, so ERCOC7X says, "Do you have an Aquarius moon?" Not at all. Not at all. I have a Capricorn moon, not a Taurus, not a Aquarius. But that being said, guys, I feel like I have a lot of energy for a Capricorn. Actually, it's funny as hell. um, Capricorns are usually really serious. You know, you can just imagine me being very serious, but that's not me on this live stream. That's not me. Okay, 11,000 Taurus. Freedom, finance, and freedom. That's really the clarity you're going to be getting right now. I envy you if you have this placement. I envy you. Okay, you're going to be having a transit of finance and freedom right now. What? What the That's good. Okay. So next we have 12th house. And by the way, that's a good place to have Taurus. But now let's talk about 12th house and Taurus. Um, so 12th house. Okay, and before we get into that though, anybody else have any planets in Taurus? Drop it in the chat right now. And also, if you'd like a reading about the aspects that this full moon is making in your chart and how specifically you're meant to like gain clarity right now, then send me an email with your birth information to serithelover@gmail.com. Only for this full moon. Only for this full moon, guys. So, and I'm being dead ass. But anyways, where was I? Oh yeah. If you guys have any Taurus planets, drop it in the chat. Which planet do you have in Taurus? I'll tell you which is your talent, like what talent that you have. Because Taurus shows talents, it shows value, it shows money, and it shows what you're meant to monetize too. Think about it. You have a planet in the sign of money, and you're wondering what you should monetize, what you should make a business out of, so that you can quit your job. The planet that is in there is telling you, what you should monetize. Okay. So okay, 12th house in Taurus. 12th house. 12th house, the last one. Because we started at first house. 12th house is about visions, it's about spirituality, it's also about inspiration, imagination, and your perception. So that being said, like right now, oh, it's also about your subconscious mind as well. So this is super interesting energy because yeah, right now some sort of idea in your subconscious is going to be getting, revealed to you. that has a lot of value. Okay. And interestingly, the 12th house is a mutable house. So it represents change, and then it's a water house, so it's about surface, like under the surface things. So it can represent illusions. Right now, you'll be cutting through the illusions right now and getting to the core of what is a good idea to pursue. And you're gonna get some sort of inspiration right now that's really good. It's gonna be really like advanced, but it's gonna be an interesting idea. A 12th house is like really advanced or delusional ideas almost, because it's things that aren't realistic or haven't been done yet. But if you do them, then it's really inspiring stuff. It's like a dream that you fulfill. 12th house is dreams. So in order to get more clarity, you'll have to see it as well, like what aspects that this full moon and that the other planets are making to your 12th house and to your Taurus planets. Okay. um and so you can send me an email at serithelover@gmail.com, just like my name, with your birth chart information for a free reading just for this full moon. And I've done literally hundreds of readings for paid clients, and I get only good testimonials. You know, people are blown away by my readings. So that's pretty much all I'll say about that. But yeah. As for this full moon, like I can tell you, a lot of people are getting financial clarity. Like a lot of people I know are getting new jobs. A lot of people I know are starting side hustles. A lot of people I know have even I started a mentorship just for my clients. It's a private mentorship to monetize your gifts based on astrology. And a lot of people joined that, and it's crazy because this full moon is conjunct to my sun in Taurus. Okay, so um, I have literally increased my income as well during this period. I've gotten a new job as well, um, and I'm making some good money as a Taurus sun right now. But anyway, right now a lot of people I know are getting to new jobs, and even people have joined my mentorships as well for finance, because that's really something that I've always done as a Taurus. Is I've always been able to monetize my gifts and my hobbies. Okay, because I have the sun in Taurus. Sun is what everything revolves around in your chart. Literally, it's the sun in the solar system. All the planets, Mars, Jupiter, Venus, Mercury, Earth, they're all going around it. So in your chart, the sun shows what everything revolves around. And my life has always revolved around like monetizing my hobbies or doing something creative. And usually I monetized it as well. And yeah, I literally made over $20,000 doing astrology readings, you know, and that was by accident. It was not even really planned. It's just that I monetize things. And then also before this, I was doing other YouTube channel for music, and I monetized that. And I made money online while being, just a student in high school and in college. So for me, that's always been, true for me. Like Taurus is about monetizing, and that's why I started a mentorship as well about monetizing your financial gifts. And that being said, like literally, people in my life and around me, they've been getting new jobs. Like my friend Madkur, he just got 2 interviews in the past 2 days. Okay, and one of those jobs is looking to make him anywhere from $2,000 to $7,000 per month, um, and it's on the side of everything that he's doing. It's basically a side hustle, you know. Then, two of my students in the mentorship that I started for like astrologers, they got their first clients. And literally, Uno today, one of my students got his first $150 online. He sold a $150 reading and got a $150 client for astrology. Let's go. But yeah, I mean, Taurus is about monetization. And then we had another student, Bianca, that got her first reading like a week, like in the week before the full moon in Taurus, like leading up to it. And that was for astrology as well. But yeah, a lot of people have been getting, monetized. A lot of people have been getting like in touch with their gifts. And yeah, I'm helping some students make anywhere from five to $15,000 per month as well, with their purpose and their financial chart. So yeah, my email, similar frequencies. If you would like to send your birth chart details to get a free reading during this full moon in Taurus, it's serithelover@gmail.com. Just like my name. Just like my name. On the channel, serithelover@gmail.com. Fitting email, right? Compared to my name on my channel, right? That being said, yeah. I'm telling you, a lot of people have been, monetizing and getting in touch with their gifts. And literally, this full moon is conjunct to my natal sun, and I come back to YouTube and share this information and do this live stream. And it wasn't planned like that. And yeah, it's kind of crazy. Other thing is that I started that mentorship. So if you would like more financial clarity as well and see exactly how your chart is showing you should monetize yourself and what you should be focused on financially as well, send me an email to serithelover@gmail.com with your birth information and your question. Okay, what it is that you're looking to get clarity on with this full moon. And that's where we're gonna leave it at that. And before we leave off, I just want to thank you guys for showing up. And any other questions? Anyone have the sun in Taurus or a planet in Taurus or ascendant something in Taurus? Leave it in the chat and I'll tell you what your talent really is, because Taurus shows value, it shows talents, shows money. So okay, somebody in my astrology group on WhatsApp just left a fire reaction because yeah, one of the students just got his first $150 on the full moon in Taurus. Bro, that is crazy. That's finances. That's synchronicity in action. So guys, drop it in the chat if you have like Taurus planet. Okay, EROC has the Taurus rising. Guys, Taurus shows your talents wherever it is in your chart. I don't care if you don't have a Taurus planet. You have Taurus somewhere in your chart. You have a house in it. Taurus shows your value, okay? Values, that's talents as well, And I've done hundreds of readings for clients, and I use it like that, and they're always blown away. Like, whoa, actually, yeah, that is what I'm good at. Fifth house. Yeah, I am good at presenting. I am good at being on stage, actually. I give good presentations at work. I'm the best one. Yeah, I told you. You have fifth house in Taurus. You're a Capricorn rising. Capricorns have fifth house in Taurus. What is Capricorn? Career. Anyways. ER says, okay, I don't know why YouTube put the OC7XX on my name. Okay. I don't know either. I was wondering about that. I was like, that's a unique name. Um, Josh Cromwell put his birth data. Send me an email to serithelover@gmail.com with your birth information for a free full moon in Taurus reading. It's only for this week. It's only for this week. Okay. So if you want to pass on it, just know you're passing on the only time. The only time for the Taurus full moon reading. Okay? So oh, we have Shostapa just let us know that she has Mars and Mercury. Okay. Taurus ascendant. ER. ER has this. Taurus rising. Taurus is about your identity. So look, you're a talented person. Okay? Where is Venus in your chart? That's automatically where my mind goes as an astrologer. Okay, where's that king chart ruler? Where's that king chart ruler? Where's that Venus in your chart? Let us know. But oh my gosh, Virgo in the fifth house. You're really organized and you like to receive recognition for the way that you organize things, and you like to receive recognition for your work and for service. Like you're very service oriented and you do things very well. That's insane, man. There we go. You're very good at what you do, but sometimes you seek too much validation because for you, validation is your self worth. And if you're not getting attention and recognition, you don't feel like yourself. Okay, well, Shastapa says Mars and Mercury in Taurus. Guys, if you have Taurus planets, drop it in the chat. I'll tell you what your talent is because Taurus is value, it's worth, and it shows talent. I've done hundreds of readings for clients, and I always use it like this to show what your talents are because people come to me like without knowing what it is that they're like really gifted at. And that's one of the tricks, okay? That's one of the things you can use in the chart. Taurus, second house, to see what somebody, is good at. Because value. It's value. It shows you what you're meant to be monetizing. Not really meant to be monetizing something you're bad at, So, okay, Stapa has Mars. Okay, Mars in Taurus. This means that you can have an athletic gift, to be honest, and Mercury is a communication gift. The way that you communicate is high quality. Also, the way that you do things is high quality. Sometimes you can take a long time though to do things because you're careful and you take a quality approach. Then the other thing is Mars and Mercury together. You're good at business dealing, like business deals, to be honest, because Mars is active and Mercury is communication. So you're good at striking a deal. You're good at saying what you want and like making money from it. I would use that talent. So, okay, ER says very true. Very true. Annoying coworkers by outworking them. I imagine, man, because you need to be seen with the fifth house. It's very true. Fifth house just likes to be appreciated. It likes to be recognized. It likes to be the center of things and for things to revolve around them. So that being said, Primal Astrology Shorts said hi. Hello, Primal Astrology Shorts. That name sounds familiar. That I think I know you from somewhere. Anita. Anita's in the chat. That's Anita. Okay. Um Anita, yeah, she is part of my mentorship as well. And we're gonna get you to your first reading for real. Okay. Two of my students are already monetized online and got their first clients. One one of them just got a $150 reading tonight on from a client on the full moon in Taurus, and another astrologer got their first client like before even starting, like before even doing the onboarding with me, like onboarding call. I like to just have a one-on-one with all of my mentees and just get their goals and work with them like one-on-one. But that program is currently closed at the moment, and yeah, so we're getting everybody to their first $1,000 online, um, because we're using this Pluto and Aquarius transit and this energy to really transition to the new age, like the new way of making money, new internet money. That's what Pluto and Aquarius is also bringing, because wealth, power, and resources, Pluto, are moving to the collective, Aquarius, away from structure. So you see all these young 20-year-old millionaires, 18-year-old millionaires on Instagram flexing Lamborghinis. Do you think this happened 10 years ago, 15 years ago? Not at all. Do you think that this is happening because they're very smart or something? Not at all. It's just the generation that they're a part of and that we're going through. So it's not really about an age thing. It's the age of Aquarius. Pluto is in Aquarius. So this is what I'm helping with the mentorship. I'm helping everybody make their first $1,000 online, but currently it's closed and it was only open to my clients. But I'm giving you guys sauce on this full moon in Taurus, which is giving you financial clarity in your chart. So go back through this live stream and see which house, like for you, that this full moon is happening. And then you can send me an email as well to serithelover@gmail.com with your birth details, and I will give you an exact breakdown of this full moon for you, um, based on your chart, because we need to see what aspects and what planets that you have in Taurus to get more insight about what clarity that you're meant to be getting right now and what this full moon is meaning for you. So that being said, is there anything else? Um, I'm just looking back at the chat. By the way, if you have any Taurus planets, drop them in the chat. But ER said that they have Taurus rising. Somebody said that they have Chiron in Taurus. So Chiron will make you a teacher, okay? Chiron will be making you good at music as well. Chiron was a musician. Chiron was an astrologer, so you could have a talent for astrology. Venus is also in your second house, and I don't know if it's in Taurus, but Venus in the second house will give you a lot of self-worth in love. It's good for finances. It means that you attract wealth, you attract finances very easy. And anything like feminine, like you might be good at fashion, you might be good at anything involving beauty, involving modeling, anything involving doing people's hair, doing people's nails, doing people's outfits, designing things, like anything feminine or Venusian. But yeah, this is very on point. Pluto and Aquarius. Yeah, I mean, Pluto in Aquarius is a very slow moving transit. It's going to be happening over the next 20 years. It's going to be going through Aquarius. And in the next 20 years, like the way people make money online is going to I mean, the way people make money is going to move to the internet. And a lot of people are feeling the pressure to quit their jobs, and stuff like that these days, and pursue their their passions and their interests. It is so crazy how many. And that's really from that transit, I swear. Because that's crazy, because like Pluto rules the eighth house. The eighth house is a financial house, so it makes total sense. Um, that being said, it's late where I'm at. I'm currently in Spain. I'm currently in Europe, and I'll tell you this right now. It's not very early right now. Well, like it's like 3 a.m. So it's very late at night, but at the same time, I guess you could say it's very early in the morning. But I need to get some rest, and I've done what I needed to. So thanks for joining me. And lastly, like again, send me an email with your birth information, and I will give you some clarity about your chart during this full moon in Taurus. It's only for right now. But anyway, leave a like on this video as well. Leave a like on this live stream. I forgot to say that the whole time. What? Seri, Taurus sun, like, come on, wake up. My God, leave a like on this live stream before you leave. I forgot to say that. And subscribe to this channel if you're not already. Subscribe to this channel, like it, and thank you guys for joining me and watching on this full moon in Taurus. I know I don't post as consistently, but I'm thinking about just doing the live streams on the full moons at the very least. Astrology is very promising. It's a very promising career, guys, as well. If you're looking to get into astrology, I made over $20,000 passively with astrology on the side of what I was doing. And that was not planned. That was an accident. But yeah, and I'm not special at all. Like, I'm just a regular guy. But then Taurus sun just makes it so I know how to just monetize things, and I can pass on that information to other people as well. And that's why I started a mentorship. But yeah, have a good night, guys. And I'll talk to you guys probably on the next full moon. So, peace.